All right. Hello, citizens of the Nigelverse. It's Nigel once again, and this is going to be another wrestling review. So, yesterday we looked at Diesel versus Bret Hart at the 1995 Royal Rumble. Now it's time for the Royal Rumble match that took on later, that happened later on in the night. Excuse me. It's late. I can't talk. You know how it goes. But what went down in the Royal Rumble match? Well, a whole lot of nothing, but maybe a little smidge or something. So let's get into it. I'm of course talking about the 1995 Royal Rumble match. Now, of course, as always, I am not a professional wrestling reviewer or analyst or anything like that. Just a man who enjoys a good time, and I did not have the best time watching this match. It's funny because I literally called my brother before I before I watched the match. Shout out to him if he's watching. Uh, and I told him I was reviewing this match, and his words to me were, "Good luck," and Lord knows I needed it. But without further ado, let's get right into it. Now, if you've seen these reviews of mine before, you kind of already know how this works, or at least you have an idea of how this works. However, if you haven't, I'm going to be talking about what I liked and disliked about the match, and I will try not to fumble my water or like I just did there. Starting with what I liked. Shawn Michaels' entrance was cool. And it's funny because no one else gets their theme song as the entrance. Like Shawn Michaels and the British Bulldog, who start off numbers 1 and 2, they get the full entrance. Like they get the music, they get all that stuff. They get their normal entrance. Everybody else just kind of comes out. I think that was kind of how it was for a little while. I wouldn't be until later on Rumbles where they really he got things more down act where we would get like full like theme songs and entrance music and all that. But yeah, everybody just kind of comes out. And the other big thing is that we'll get to it because it is something that we need to talk about. So there is that. There are elements of storylines crisscrossing, which is good. Like they don't leave the chaos of the WF Championship match to simmer for too long. They do pull it into this match, such as Owen Hart coming out and Brett attacking him, and then Bob Backlund, who doesn't last long in this match, uh, getting eliminated, and then Bret Hart attacking him as well, so getting revenge for them. Excuse me, essentially costing Bret Hart the match earlier in the night. Hey, against Diesel, so that was nice. It's also worth mentioning that the winner of the Rumble match will not only face the WWF champion at WrestleMania, but also will be accompanied by Pamela Anderson, who is ringside, and they do cut to who and but those storyline threads are followed up on within the match, and also there is the ending that had being only one of Sean's feet hitting the floor, like touching the floor. This was that match where they made a big deal about both feet having to touch the floor, and I think this was kind of a cool way to really enforce that rule by only having one of Shawn Michaels' feet hit the floor, and you see him struggle, hanging on, trying to get back in the ring. They don't show it to the replay though. Like the cameras on British Bulldog, they play his theme song, so you think British Bulldog won the Rumble, which truth be told, I don't think would have been a super bad thing. Hey, I'm cool with British Bulldog, but they show it off camera, and then Shawn Michaels comes back in and dumps him out. So they play it up as if British Bulldog won the match, and both Vince McMahon and Jerry Lawler, who are commentary for this match, Hatch uh, they talk about how Shawn Michaels got eliminated. Like Shawn Michaels is eliminated. They act like British Bulldog won, and then Shawn comes back in and then pushes Bulldog off the top rope. Hope to. officially win, and then the referee clarifies that only one of Shawn Michaels' feet hit or touched the floor. So therefore, Shawn Michaels, who did come back in and is the winner. So Shawn Michaels does win the Rumble match, and he wins it from the number one spot. It's, but had a really cool way to really establish that rule. Well, like up until this point, I don't think that rule had really ever been I don't want to say it hadn't been enforced because obviously there's been several other rumbles and only one person win, but it was really emphasized in this. So I think props to that. As for what I didn't like as much about the match, first of all, let's get the elephant in the room out of the way. This match is very short, or this match only about a half hour or so. Oh, this Rumble match, unlike the other ones, only has 1 minute intervals between the entrance. So, the entries are just like flying out, boom, 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 just flying out, and a lot of them do get eliminated relatively quickly. So, it breezes past way too quickly. Yet somehow still feels like a slog. Like this match was very dull, very uninteresting, and very not great to get through who yet it's short. It's probably like one of the shortest Rumble matches, if not the shortest Rumble match. At only a half hour. They were trying to get in and get out. Out now, how I haven't been able to find specifically the reason why they did it this way. Hey, I'm sure if I do some more poking around, I'll find the reason. I don't know if it was a Vince decision, if it was Shawn Michaels. I wouldn't put it past him, like, especially considering Shawn around this time, him or someone else entirely. But yeah, this match breezes by, yet somehow it still feels like an hour, or I'll give it that, but not in the good way. Hey, the other thing is the field is this match in terms of like the field of competitors for this match. This feels very new generation. This is probably the most new generation feeling Rumble. Probably it'll probably feel more new generation than 96, which it's a spoiler, that's the Rumble we're reviewing next week, um it definitely feels new generation. We got Jacob and Eli Blue, we got Duke the Dumpster Drosy, and not taking into uh not taking their real life situations into account, which just makes it all the more better, I guess. As it's some very cheesy gimmicks. You have Doink the Clown, you have Quang, you have Timothy Well and Stephen Dunn. Well done, and that was literally their team name. And you do have the Bushwhackers. They don't go in quickly like they did in the 1991 Royal Rumble. Well, you got Mantar, or you got Aldo Montoya, who is just incredible. Get it? Get it? Yeah, you get it. So you have that. You have the new head shrinker, which consists of Sion, aka the Barbarian, which is how I found out the Barbarian is Tongan, and the more you know. Oh, and Fatu, and a lot of people who are very much not winning this Rumble match. It's theoretically in a Royal Rumble, you want at least a decent few people, or a good amount of people that could feasibly win the Royal Rumble match. That was one of the things that made the 2001 Royal Rumble such an interesting one. And is there was a great amount of people who feasibly could win the Rumble match. Here, literally, it feels like the only two people that could feasibly win the Rumble match are British Bulldog and Shawn Michaels, who are numbers one and two. Maybe Lex Luger. Maybe if you really want to argue it, maybe Bob Backlund. And but yeah, other than them, no one else is winning this Rumble. And and very, very cheesy gimmicks. So, that mixed with the very short time of the Rumble match itself made for or not a great time looking at this Rumble. And that's also not even taking into account the very short amount of time that a lot of people are in. Owen Hart's literally only in for 3 seconds, and he's eliminated off screen. They have to show a replay showing him being eliminated. Now, granted, he did get beat up by Bret Hart and then almost immediately dumped out by the British Bulldog, so it fits in the story. And I guess some Hart Foundation infighting there, but although they weren't the Hart Foundation at this point in time, but he had Owen Hart, who only lasted 3 seconds, and people like the Bushwhackers, who didn't last super long. I'm looking and okay, never mind. So Bushwhacker Luke lasted 12 seconds, and Butch lasted 19 seconds, and you have Jacob Blue only lasts 17 seconds. Eli Blue lasts a whole 9 minutes, however. Uh, and yeah, just has very short times, and it's for a lot of these people within the match. They like barely get anything. Bob Backlund's only in for about 16 seconds, and it's literally the only two people who go above 20 minutes lasting in this match are Shawn Michaels and the British Bulldog. So, yeah, just great times all throughout. Here's hoping the 1996 Rumble is marginally better, although I doubt it. But in the meantime, that is going to do it for this review. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please do me a favor. Like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, turn on those post notifications so you know every single time I upload a video so you never miss an upload. And let me know in the comment section below your thoughts on the match, my review of the match. Do you guys like the match? Do you guys like my review of the match? Let me know. Thank you all so much for watching. I will see you guys later. Peace.